What's up guys, Miguel aka Torrent coming back to you with another video. Today we're doing a real world test on the Anker Power Bank. This is the new Anker that's making its rounds. It is the Power Bank. It's literally just called the Anker Laptop Power Bank. It has a 2500 milliamp hour battery. It has 100 watt retractable USB-C chargers on here. It's got two of them that's built into it, and it has a USB-C here on the side, and then a USB-A here. So this one is the brand new one that's making its round around the internet. Everybody's kind of talking and talking about how great it is. So I have a couple of videos. I have a video where I charge here I have my iPhone 16 Pro Max, and then I have my laptop M1 14-inch Pro. So, obviously it's not the newer versions, but people argue that this M1 is just as good as any of the new versions. So anyway, today we are going to charge both these devices. So this one is at 1% in airplane mode, and this laptop is dead at the moment. It won't turn on. It's completely depleted. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug this power bank into both these devices. These two devices, not this one. This is just the timer. And we're going to see how fast it charges. And we're also going to see what the power distribution on these two devices are. So this is rated for 165 watts. So when I plug in these two, it should rate them at 65. That's what it should do. However, the iPhone will max out at 27 watts, and this has maxed out at like 89 watts. So it doesn't go right to 100. So I'm curious about what the power distribution is going to be. I'm curious if it's just going to be 65 and 27 regardless. We'll see what the number looks like when we plug it in. And also, just so you know, if I plug in, I have other videos on this. So if I plug in the Anker directly into the iPhone, it will charge at 0 to 100 in about 2 hours, and it will deplete this battery by 73%. So there'll be 73% of the battery left, which makes it that you could probably charge the iPhone about 3.5 times all in all. Now, with the MacBook, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So if this is at 100% and this is at 1%, it is going to deplete the battery fully of the Anker, and it will bring it up to 100%. So the laptop will be 100%, and this will be 1%. Now, the curiosity part is that what happens, how it's going to distribute the power and figure out, where it should go is going to be the curiosity thing. Because if I plug it, ideally you would plug it into the iPhone first, get it to 100%. And the 73% that's remaining, you'd use on the laptop and get the laptop to 73%. That just kind of makes sense, but you would do it manually, one at the other. I am curious to find out if we plug both of them in, what that power distribution is going to look like. So we're going to stop yapping, and we're going to start plugging this stuff in. So I am going to extract this. So I'm going to just start the timer because there's no way I could start it and plug all of this in. So it's going to be a couple of seconds off. So start. All right, so we're going to plug in the iPhone, and then we're going to plug in the MacBook. All right. Oh, there we go. All right. So let's bring this over here. Let's kind of see. We hear the noise. Let's kind of get this in focus. So let's zoom in. Let's take a look at, we're going to zoom in a little bit. And we'll want to see what is going on with this. All right, so we got 26 watts. That's on the iPhone. We expected that. And 76 watts on the laptop. So that's interesting because Anker says that if you plug in both of them, it should be 65. But I guess because this one's not maxing out, or the iPhone is not maxing out the 65 and only 27, we get 76 on this, or 77. It might go up a little bit more. So that is curious. Okay, so now the last thing we're going to see is we're going to check back in 30 minutes, and we're going to see where these devices are and what percentage they are. So Anyway, stay tuned. No, we want to zoom that way. Perfect. So I'm going to fast forward the video, and I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. All right, thanks, guys. All right, guys, we are back at the 34-minute mark. Holy crap, 27%. Let's see, this was charging at 89 watts. This actually got up to 105, I believe. So let's see where the phone is at. The phone is at 62% full. Let's see where the laptop is. Let's zoom out for this. Not sure if I can get that in there. All right, probably not going to be able to get that in there. So let me turn this around and see where we're at. So the laptop is actually at 60%. Let's see if I could get that in there. Yeah. Laptop is at 60%. All right, so we are at 60% with the laptop. We are at 63% on the iPhone, and we're at 25% left on this thing. And this is charging at 80 watts right now. And I think before I went on break, or before, I saw it actually at 105 watts, which was pretty amazing. I mean, at this rate, this is going to deplete relatively quickly. So I'm going to give it another 15 minutes. And then I will come back and see what where we're at with this, because I mean, 60 and 60, that's interesting. It's almost like it's dividing the power equally amongst both devices. So I wonder if that's what's going to be the case. I wonder if it's going to be a complete divide. I wonder if these two devices are just going to have the same battery life at 23. All right. So we'll be back at 20 minutes or so, and we're going to check it out. All right. All right, guys, we are back. And look at this, 1%. I think it's safe to say we could probably stop this. 1% at, holy crap, this thing is hot. This thing is hot. Let me see if I can get the temperature on this. So actually, it's still charging. 41 watts. It's still going. Let's see if I get the temperature on this. Oh, look at that. It's throttling, and it's in safe mode. It's cooling itself down. So it's trying to cool itself down because it got too hot. Look at this. Active cooling mode, 111 degrees. Yeah, this thing is warm to the touch. So I mean, it really only has 1% left, that little bit. I wonder how long it's going to take. So let's take a look at these stats. Let's take a look at what this is going. So we're at 70%, 78% full. All right. Let's check the laptop out and see what we got here. Laptop is at 80% full. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get it in the frame. Sorry. Yeah, 80% full. So that is all right. So 78, 80, right? And we are at 52 minutes. So safe to say, did it deplete? Oh, it depleted. 0. All right, let's stop this. All right, 53 minutes, it got 78, 80. And that's your answer. And it's in cooling mode because this thing is hot as hell. Look at that. It's even red at this point, because it's trying to cool itself off. Now here's the caveat. You can't charge this right now. If I go to charge this right now, it will trickle the charge in. It will not charge because it's too hot. It's throttled. So let's unplug it, right? We'll plug it, and we'll bring the cables in. But if I was to charge this into a charging bank right now, because it is too hot, it would not charge at this point. All right, so what do I think about this? It's interesting. So it split the charge almost evenly, 78, 80, right? So it just split it evenly. It didn't charge one over the other. It didn't prioritize the phone first because it knew somehow that the phone was going to, you could charge fully the phone and then do the 73% or 70% here. It literally just split the charge from we charge this and we charge this, and we'll see how it goes. So that's pretty impressive. This is pretty warm, and again, like I just said, that if you were going to plug it in, it will not charge. Maybe I could get that on cam now that my phone is up. So let's record this from the camera perspective, from iPhone perspective. Let's switch to 4K here and switch to the side. All right. So that's the video that I'm making. All right. Let's zoom out here. Okay. So we're at 0%, and it is cooling off, but it's in protection mode. So I have an Anker device right here, right? So I use that for charging. So we're going to take one of these USB-Cs, and we're going to plug it in here. Sorry for the shaking of the camera because it's an iPhone. All right, we plugged in. Let's see what it does. All right. Oh, look at that. There you go. You can't use it. It's dead in the water right now. So until this thing, and if you get it on camera, until this thing cools off, this power bank is dead. Pretty much. You can't use it. You can't charge it. So that's a good thing to know, because I'm going to switch back to this camera. It's a good thing to know that, now you just have to kind of wait until it cools off to charge it. Not that it's a plus, not it's a plus thing or minus thing. It's just, it's a thing, right? You can't plug it in and charge it. Anyway, hope you guys like the video. This is going to be the final video for the Anker. I'm going to do a couple more tests. I did get a couple of different power banks that I'm going to try the same test, real world tests. So be on the lookout for them. All in all, what I think about this device, I think it's pretty nifty. Not too bad. The fact that it charged both my iPhone and the laptop to good amounts, obviously it's pretty awesome. So it did what it did. It gave these one full charge before petering out. So definitely get a thumbs up. I definitely like Anker products. I think they're solid. The heating part of this is concerning, but let it cool down and you'll take it from there. Anyway, guys, if you guys like the video, like, subscribe, do what you do on the internet, and I will see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.